Good morning. BikeBrewers are at it again. We've had quite an experience today riding the Triumph Roké 3, but it's the Roké 3R,
Yes.
but with some special options. Ivanka, maybe you can elaborate on what is special about this machine.
Well, it's supercharged. So normally it's around, I think, 180 horsepower. We've got a total of 307 horsepower. So way
But
over 300.
how many Newton meters does this beast have?
It's 360. So
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it right. The Triumph Roké 3R that we have been riding has no less than 360 Newton meters. Have you ever experienced something like that? No, we haven't.
No.
Surely not.
No.
Not on a normal machine. But how is the experience of riding this bike with this amount of power and torque on board?
this much power on board, you'd almost think it's unrideable, but it's not. It's actually not. It's really good. It runs just as smooth as the normal rocket, which is already a rocket.
That is, if you can call a rocket normal. You know, I think the engineers must have started building this bike way back as a joke. It's like, how much? You know, let's see if we can get away with doing something completely crazy.
Yeah. But it's really good. I mean, obviously it's long, it's heavy, it's big, but once it gets rolling, and it handles like a normal heavier bike. But as soon as you open the throttle, like really open it, it's insane. It doesn't really matter which gear, which rev range. It just goes. That's
Yes.
it.
Well, yeah. I've been riding the Rocket in the past for quite some time, and the handling of the bike is really smooth. But I find there's a distinct difference between this particular bike and the, let's say, regular Roké 3R. It's time. So what was the first impression when you got on the bike? What did you experience?
Well, it leans over a bit. You would say, of course, due to the compressor that's up here, or the supercharger, it's slightly heavier on the left side. You pull it to the right in a turn, and then you do the same thing on the left, but because you got an extra weight,
It sort of falls over.
it falls over for a bit. So you can go like way faster through a left turn in feeling, in experience, than in right turns.
I think it's just a matter of getting used to it. One thing that we're all familiar with knee sliders to protect your knees, or elbow sliders to protect your elbows. I think for this machine it's time for a well, not a calf slider, but a calf protector, because this is so bloody hot, this thing, and it leans against your calf. So for me it hurt a bit. It was uncomfortable. How was that for you? Or am I just
a bit whiny though.
Am I whining? Yeah. Okay.
It's not too bad. It's warm, but not too bad. I'm used to really, really hot bikes in terms of temperature, so if you're used to it, it's fine.
I'm just a wussy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks very much for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, in short, what do we give it on a scale from 1 to 10?
Oh, 18.
Yeah.
It goes way beyond. Way beyond. It's really cool.
It's like in the movie Spinal Tap. They used to have you can crank your audio up to 10. They had audio which they could crank up to 11. I think this is the case with this machine. So for Bas at Roké Motors, who built this bike, Bas, very well done. Our compliments. I'm afraid we're not going to give it back to you.
Sorry.
Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Ciao.